Hello, America. We are back, Dre and Grace, for our talk. First, I want to introduce myself, Grace Joshua. I am a real estate agent of Northwest Indiana. If you are looking to sell or buy a home, do not hesitate. Give me a call, 219 333 8262, or you can send me an email at gracejoshua@macaulay.com. Okay, first I want to introduce my co-host, Dre, from Dre's Home Barber and wait, I'm saying it wrong already.
Dre's Home Barber Studio.
Dre's Home Barber Studio. Located in Gary, Indiana. So if you are in the neighborhood and you are looking for a fresh cut, he is the bomb. Diggity. He is one of the best of Northwest Indiana. So you can give him a call to make an appointment. What's your number?
Dre the Barber, 219-771-6666. That's 219-771-6666. Give me a call for your hair care needs.
All right. We have a special guest today, Arkila Jordan. Okay. She is a wife. She is a mother. She is a restaurant manager. And she is a sister, a friend, actually one of my best friends. So, and I can't leave out my sister. Of course, she's my sister, but she's also my best friend. So, however, welcome, Arkila. How are you?
I'm all right, and you?
You good? We're great. So, our topic for today is going to be favoritism. Okay.
Okay.
So, first, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the managing business with restaurants?
Okay, right now I'm a restaurant manager in Indy, and also I've been a manager. I've been in the manager position, I would say, for like 20 years, 20 plus years. I've been in the industry, management.
Wow, that's a long time, girl. Yeah. You doing your thing, huh?
Setting up for that retirement, huh?
So, you are the best candidate for this question. Have you ever been claimed to have shown favoritism? Because I know, okay, how many kids do you have?
I have 6.
And how many have you actually worked with?
In what you mean?
In your restaurant business.
3.
Being their manager.
Being their manager.
Yeah,
right?
being their manager.
4, 5.
5?
6.
Wait, all 6 of your kids?
Lord Jesus, 6 of them. Lord Jesus, 6.
6, all of them then.
All my kids work there, 6.
Oh, wow. See, that's good.
Yeah.
See, when you got that connection, you got a job. That's, they born into this thing. That's what's up.
Okay, look.
So, have you ever been claimed to show like favoritism, not with your kids, just like with other coworkers? Like, have you ever had a favorite coworker and maybe others say, "Oh, Miss Keela, I feel like you showing favoritism"?
Well, you know what? Basically, I haven't had that before because I treat everybody equally. But it will be like some I will pick out to do different things like around the store that I know will get done. Besides on the others, so I'll be hard on some than others.
Why?
I'll put it like that.
Why?
Because I know some that I know it's gonna get done, and some of them I'll be like, I'd rather not even deal with.
Yep. And that's that's funny. We're gonna tap into that because I want to chime in on that part right there. So, what about you, Dre? You have had you own 4 barber shops. And now you at home, so that makes it a lot better because you're with yourself. But you had employees. Have you ever had like a favorite employee, or did anyone claim that you were treating one of the other barbers or the beauticians better than the rest?
No, all was my favorite, and I treated all my barbers and beauticians with open hands. So if I was overwhelmed, congested with clientele, guess what? I can introduce you to someone. So my favoritism, I loved all of them. So I never played a favorite, so it wasn't, none.
No.
Even on the women's side, you know, I used to get calls and I referred by equally. Like I had 7 beauticians, so if I gave one call to somebody that day, I give the next call to somebody the next day. I won't continue to just go to, you know, so and so, but just keep on feeding her. Tell, well, this woman is available. She take walk-in, so you know. No, I never play favor. I try to equal it out, balance.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
Less
that's
headache. And you won't, you know, people won't be, I don't know, won't be having no bad vibe like, oh, you always, you know, give Mr. Who to clients. You know, no, that's not true.
Even with tips, like what if somebody gave you
Ooh.
a tip? Like, would you put them before another client? Like, have you ever been, you know, in that kind of situation? Like, dang, I know this person gonna tip me well.
Yeah.
I need to get this person in and out.
Yeah, you used to get like that. They know clients that tip good, but and the client, the person gonna go to any barber that's gonna be available. So like me, if I seen them coming in, I'm just gonna hurry up and finish my service and try to, you know, get to them. Versus
putting them in front of somebody.
Yeah.
What about you, Kayla? Have you ever had like a somebody to visit the restaurant, you know that because you have received some great tips actually in the restaurant service?
I don't put them before my other customers, but then also I make sure they have their stuff. Like we know some of our customers, like as soon as they come in, we know what they're gonna have. We have it ready for them so we can get them in and out. Also, some of them like tip very well. And they always be like, girl, I just don't understand. You didn't brighten my day today. You got the best customer service, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, sometimes it's good to even hear that type of topic anyway. So you want to just make sure you treat the ones that treat you good and talk about you highly too also, you know. Yeah. But basically I wouldn't I'll still be treating everybody as equal because everybody's just coming in and spending money with me. But then the ones that give out the big tips and all that stuff, no, I mean, I just make sure I have it ready for them to be fast and get them in and out, but they still be treated equally. Then somebody not tipping, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all the same, because some of them might not even have it.
Right.
But them might be the ones that have it. Yeah. I just feel like, okay, if I go to a restaurant, I make it to the thing and tell my kids we at least got it. If we don't do nothing but leave $2, you need to leave something. So I make that's what we do now to this day. We don't go to no restaurant. If we can't tip nobody, we don't go out to eat. If I can't tip you when I get my nails and hair done, I don't need to get that done. So I feel like it's very important to at least tip, give out some type of appreciation on that note.
If you can afford it.
If you can afford it, that's right.
Yeah. Well, for myself, I have been, you know what, I have to be honest. I have never been the kind of manager that showed favoritism because I love to operate with fairness. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've always was just driven. So, but one time I did get caught up in the situation and I recognized it and I had to bring my whole team back to apologize to everyone because once I realized what I have done, I'm like, oh my goodness. So it was one time, it was a female employee of mine and me and her, we were really close, and most of my team were males. Okay, so of course we had to come off a little bit more dominant because it was males, and you can't be weak in an industry where you're surrounded by a lot of males because they'll treat you like you're weak. Okay, so with that being said, she was underneath me, right up under me, so it was me then her. So when she was talking to the crew, which are all males, she used a word towards them that was not good. She used the B word. And she said, y'all acting like some bees. Okay? And then everybody got offended. Everybody was like, oh my God, you know. And I allowed her to finish her meeting. And then everybody started, you know, they like, what? Then they like, Miss Grace, you gonna wait? Like, and then they was like, all right. Everybody got mad. And then now I took her in the office and I scolded her in the office by ourselves, okay, to let her know you was dead wrong. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna apologize to them, and blah, blah, blah. But what I should have done was called her coattail right in front of them. I shouldn't have had to pull her to the side, and that's where I show favoritism, because if any one of them would have called her out of her name, I would have walked them out the building. You see what I'm saying? So, And it wouldn't have been nothing they could have said to me because of me being a female. And I'm like, no, you're not going to disrespect her. And if you disrespecting her like that, I'm going to disrespect. But I did not reciprocate it. And I felt bad about that. So I had to call another meeting. And I said, I'm going to tell you guys, I apologize. And they understood. Most of them understood it. Probably like one or two that was still in their feelings. But, you know, eventually we got past it, you know. But however I did, but I recognized that. And that was the one time that I've ever showed favoritism. But I had to recognize it, and I called myself out on my crap. But yeah, so, and it's not fun. So I'm like, oh my God, because now everybody treat you like, I guess I got to be a female to be, you know.
But that's sarcastic stuff.
Yeah, so what about with your children? Like, you know, sometimes people say you have a favorite child.
Oh yeah, I get blamed about that all the time.
Do you have a favorite child?
Yes. My youngest son supposed to be my favorite child.
Is he though? Is he really your favorite child?
I don't have a favorite child.
You sure?
No, I have my baby. Yeah, she's my baby. But and then that's my baby son. And that's all it is. But I don't feel like I have a favorite child. No. But I get blamed for that all the time, saying my youngest son is my favorite child. Yes.
So if your oldest daughter asked you for something, let's say like, oh Mom, can I use your car? And then the youngest child, say, is old enough, driving with license, and want to use the car, who are you going to give it to first?
My second son.
Your
and it's crazy because I don't
sound like you got a favorite.
You didn't even
I include the son. I said your daughters.
I'm just saying my boys, okay? Yeah, well, yeah, boys. Right.
You said forget the girls. That neither one of them can try. What about
you? Know
that is funny.
Yeah.
What about you, Dre? Do you have a favorite daughter or yeah? Because you got one son and two daughters.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite?
I can't say a favorite.
You sure?
I think that's a marriage question because you know, with the time gap within the kids, you know, it's hard to say because Nicholas 33 and then Shael 29, about to be 30, so it's a few years. So that's a good question. I have no. I mean, all of them are favorite.
Do any of them say you have a favorite? Do one of them feel like you like or you treat one better than the other? Do they ever put that on you?
Nah.
I have been through that as well. Like my son always said my daughter was my favorite, and my daughter, she really don't say like that my son was my favorite, but I think my son is my favorite son and my daughter is my favorite daughter. See, I have one daughter, one son.
You know what?
So I always tell him, yeah, she is my favorite daughter, and you're my favorite son.
So that makes her number one, period.
Oh my God.
So she is the favorite.
What about siblings? Do you have a favorite sibling? Arkila?
Do I have a favorite sibling?
Yeah. You gotta think about it. Your brother. You can say it. It's okay.
Well, my favorite, it would be my brother.
Your brother. Your oldest brother.
Only because we right next together, and they call us twins, and we do a lot. You know, far being together, doing something together like that. I would say that part, yeah. But like really, just like a favorite, nah. Like, but a road dog, yeah. Because I feel like my other sisters and brothers they doing their own thing. But like, as far as if I can sit and be like, okay, let's go to his house and my house, have a drink party, we could do that. I have sister, one bougie, the other one do that, the other one wipe off spoons before she eat, the other one ain't gonna say nothing but dance all day, the other one gonna sit in the car all day. You know, everybody got their own thing, right? So
wait, who is your bougie sibling? I'm confused. Who wiped off Simpleware before they eat? You know what? What about you, Dre? You don't have no siblings, so your cousins, you are
Yeah.
close to some of your cousins. So do you have a favorite cousin?
Yeah, I'm the only child, so I don't have no favorite cousin. I mean, I did, but I lost both of them.
Both of your favorite cousins?
Yeah, both of them. The one
Passed
that,
away, lost them, or
yeah,
they like
passed away. Yeah, there's Eric, my cousin Eric. We actually grew up in the same household, in the same house apartment. He stayed downstairs, I stayed upstairs. So, and then he passed in the early 20s. Then I just lost my favorite cousin Robert, which one the one you probably remember, the one that used to help me all the time. So it was like when we was raised up as coming up as kids, them two was the ones I used to hang around and be, we'd be clicked together as favorite cousins, and you know how it is. You'd be hanging out with your favorite cousin once you see him, and then y'all just hang, and then the other sisters be hanging with, So I lost both of my favorite cousins.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Now I'm dealing with the ones that still my cousins.
The other cousins.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what about friends? Out of your friend circle, do you have a favorite, like one that you feel like you do show favoritism to? Could you honestly say you show favoritism to one of your friends? Arkila?
I don't. Wait.
See, wait, I'm gonna need you to think before you start lying now.
I get that a lot. I must say, I do get that a lot. I show a lot of favoritism to one of my friends out of India. I do. I get that a lot.
Do you feel like that's your favorite though? Out of all your friends? Would you, like if you had some juicy news, would you go to that friend that they call your favorite? Would you go to that friend first, or it really don't matter?
I'll go to that friend.
So you feel like that is your favorite friend then?
I guess in India.
Okay. What about you, Dre? You got a favorite friend in your friend circle? Is one just the friend that if you're going through something, this is the one you're going to? Or could you go to all of them about the same thing?
Nah, I got a favorite friend. I can't go to everybody.
One? Is it one favorite?
Yeah.
Just that one? How do you think that will make the other friends feel though?
So the thing is, I have a friend, probably female and a male. So you probably got to weigh it out depending what the situation is. If I probably need the female advice, I probably could go to a female friend, get her advice versus taking it to my male partner and be like, this situation would rise. Because sometimes you gotta have on both sides where you probably just could balance, be like, okay, I don't want to talk to my partner, but I need to talk to a female about it because it's more related to the female crisis or whatever. And if that would be a man, I got on both sides, so probably two, because that's how I just live, And I have someone like you my mentor. If I have a problem, I'll be like, Grace. So there you go. And then I have my male friend, which I ain't saying his name, but yeah. It's good to have optional male or female friend, yeah.
I feel like, as far as my friend circle, I don't know. Like I think I go to my sisters. Like if I really want to get like stern advice,
Blood sister.
My blood sisters, yeah. Versus a favorite friend. I don't think I have a favorite friend because out of my friend circle, I feel like I would talk to all of them about the same stuff versus I might talk to my sisters because I do consider my sisters as my friends. I don't know, a lot of people don't, say, no, we sisters, we're not friends. But I consider my sisters as my friends. So when I really want to know the truth about something and I feel like I need some realness because right now I'm battling with my mental, I feel a certain way, but like like the angel on one shoulder and the devil on one shoulder, and it's like the angel saying, "Nah, you know you ain't supposed to do that," but the devil like, "Nah, you that's right, do that." And I'm like, okay, let me call somebody that's gonna be real with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like we was talking last week, I don't have that mother figure that would do that. My mom wouldn't do that. So if I call my mother and be like, "Hey, I need some advice on," she'd be like, "Well, it won't be no stern advice." But my sisters, they both would be like, "Well, look, this is the way I see it, and you XYZ," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." But my son was like that too. My son, he could get me together real quick. So I do miss that about him a lot, because he used to get me together real quick, and I'm like, okay, if you saying it gotta be true. So, but other than that, I talk to you about everything. But as far as like putting it as a friend thing, I don't think I have a favorite friend. I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like I talk to maybe one more than I talk to the others. And that's just because my other friends are married, have smaller children. I don't have no little babies. So the things that they doing, I'm not doing that kind of stuff. My kids not in school. They graduated. They done with all of that. My other friends, they have kids still in school. They doing gymnastics. They doing volleyball. They doing all the others that I'm not doing no more. So my other friend, whom kids are grown as well, we can, do more things together. We don't have to work around children. So that's probably the reason why that I talk to that person a little bit more than I talk to the other ones. But it's neither here nor there. The conversation is the same, So, oh yeah. Ooh, that was a little heavy, huh? Yeah. So tell me, what do you feel, Arkila? What do you feel in your eyes is a good manager? What would this manager do that'll say, okay, a good manager should do X, Y, Z?
Okay, first of all, you have to be able to be in your store. You could be there, but you got to be in your store. You can't get nothing done if you're not in there. If you're going in there and then you coming right back out, that ain't what it is. Or you got to be able to make sure you can manage your team. I can't go in there and manage my team the way I manage my team, and then when you go in there, it's different. So it's just like, okay, they ain't gonna listen to what this one say they could listen to Keela, of course, because I'm the RGM. But I feel like you got to get your team behind your back. Not just saying all the time got to be mean either. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you can laugh and joke sometimes. So now I go back to the point of y'all last talk. You could be cool at one time, and sometimes it is about business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we could joke for 4 seconds, but the 5th second we back to business, baby. Because we got to do this, because I have to be able to make sure, because they say when you run your own store, you like it's running your own business. So I feel like I'm ready to own my own business. I had a business before, Copycat 317. Yeah. We entitled to start another one. I'll say with less than a year probably. Me and my sister gonna try to get this off the ground. You know what I'm saying? And there's a couple of more options that I want to do. But we got to start somewhere in some way, right? Yeah. But as far as the manager stuff and manager skills, and I know how to do the labor, I know how to do the money, everything I know how to do. So it's like, when we do start our business, it ain't too much she can do. She have to do, because I know how to do everything. Basically, right. You know what I'm saying? I know how to keep up with the inventory. I'm quite sure she can do that too. But it's just a lot I can do too. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what else we try to do. But yeah, I'm not focusing on one thing to open. I want a couple of things to open, but we do got to get this first one off the ground. And so we can be able to have parties and stuff like that there. I feel like that's still a manager ways too. That we could be doing that as management too also, right? Right. So, and getting that together, but you have to have a lot of power to be a manager. It ain't just, going
like a backbone power. What you mean by power? What you mean by power? Like a backbone?
You gotta have a backbone. Because if you don't have a backbone, they're gonna run all over you.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna run completely over. So you have to be able to like, this is what we're gonna do, and stand to it. We can see what we fail to do is we always start something and can't finish. Because everything going good at one time, but then next thing you know, we stop doing what we doing because we figure like, okay, if it's going good, we good. We don't keep it going like we should be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like one of my failures as far as being a good manager too. I have it, we doing good, then I give up for a second. So that's what I need. I need to be like making sure we just steady. But I've been in the game too long, so I know the ins and outs of it.
Yeah. Wow. So what about you, Dre? In your eyes, what is considered a good manager? Like
me being an entrepreneur, someone, you know, I had these positions, like, you know, didn't have these positions, but people wanted it. Like, can I be manager? You can be manager for what? It's not needed in the entrepreneur game. It's just,
you don't think so?
Nah.
Why not?
Just come lease your chair and be your own manager, your own boss. It's more like be your own boss versus putting somebody on the manager. Like when I'm gone, okay, now you manager, you second in charge. That create too much hostility in the barbershop. I don't think nobody doing that.
I don't agree with that.
Probably some beauty salons, but nah, I didn't do it. Because I'm expecting everybody to be their own boss and correct they, you know, come.
But did you ever have situations where you like feel like you should have had maybe somebody in charge? So did everything run smoothly every time? Because I know you had to have some kind of chaos there when you wasn't there. Because you took breaks, right?
I took breaks, but
vacations maybe. They still had to open.
Well, but everybody had their own key. I put their own boss. Everybody their own boss. So ain't nobody got to be looking up underneath nobody, asking no questions, talking about, you know, no. I just ran my situation a whole lot different. And there's a lot of salon owners out there that did the same thing I'm doing it today. Let them be their own boss. It ain't no manager. I just can't put, okay, a certain barber, okay, I'm going to let you manage. No, everybody got the same criteria. And I had 14 employees all in the same building, so. And it's just like, you know.
So did you ever come to work and normally you be the first one there because you open up early. You was like
7 in the morning.
Yeah, 7. But before I think
Still
it was like 5.
Still
like there's been some times where you had to be there like 5 years ago. So did you ever walk up in there and like, they did not sweep up this hill? Why they didn't clean up their areas? Like, did you ever have that situation? You telling me that all 14 of these people did what they were supposed to do?
Yes. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, I had a nice staff. God bless me with some 14 good people. Yeah. 6 barbers and 6 beauticians. They was all, you know. And then I got OCD, so the shop got to stay clean. You know, they clean up after themselves, plus the cleaning I did. I had a wet vac, you know, big old wet vac that sucked up there. I wasn't sweeping. I had that sucker dragging behind me, cleaning up as well. You know, I look out for you. I come suck up the hair around your station. But the women with them hair packages and stuff, nah, that's a different story. Them garbage cans used to get filled, so that'd be the only thing that don't happen. Women stations at the garbage can, because you know all them packs of weeds, the packs get over kind of whelmed in the garbage cans. But you can't manage nobody to go take out somebody's garbage. Take it out yourself, or I gotta get it. That's all. But I never seen the manager aspect. Nope.
Well, like I was saying before, when Keela had topped on this, I feel like a good manager in my eyes is a person who don't show favoritism, okay? A person who don't allow alliances to be built in their organization, because a lot of people do that. Like I had about 14 drivers on one side and then another like 10 on the other side, okay? And they used to form these alliances and then they used to battle with each other, and it was just too much. But you have to be a person who can mend that kind of behavior. And I think I did that because I gave out awards and I used to bring everybody together and made them feel like a team. you know,
okay.
versus like,
Right.
oh, I'm gonna come over here on this side and talk to y'all, then come over here and talk. No, we're gonna do this all together.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so y'all, and then I used to ask questions in the when I had my meetings in the morning.
Yeah.
One of my questions was like, if you won $1 million right now, what would be the first thing you do with it? You know, and I asked those kind of questions every morning. I had a different question and how I pick on certain people to answer. Everybody, of course, can't get a turn because we got to get to work. But I'll pick on certain people to ask that to answer that question, and I did that because I wanted to have others to get to know that person. I usually would pick on somebody who was not that like boisterous, or you know, they kind of shy a little bit, so I wanted them to come out a little bit. And then people like, oh well, I didn't know you was into that, or the first thing I buy is a motorcycle, you know, probably like 20 years old, they don't know no better. First thing they buy is a motorcycle. But it led to conversations with other people like, oh, you like motorcycles? What kind of motorcycles you like? So I feel like I did my job, even though that's not the smartest thing to do when you get $1 million. But however, it, you know. So I say that. So I say a manager who don't show favoritism, a manager who find ways for your team not to build alliances. Also, this where I failed too. How you pick certain people because you know they are dependable. You know they're going to do the job. So you go straight to that person. So I had to learn that as a manager to say, hey, I cannot keep calling on this one person because I'm wearing my good person or my good team player down. Mm-hmm. And only how it brought to light was because this guy told me, he said, dang, Miss Grace, why you always call on me? And I said, because I know you're going to do it and you're going to do it the way I want it to be done. And he said, now, is that really fair? And I thought about it like, dang, I need to hold people accountable. So I feel like a good manager holds everyone accountable to pull their weight.
Right.
But you have to learn that. That's a skill that you have to learn in management. You don't come, because everybody manage different.
Yes.
You know, so when you learn certain things like that, because that one person that you just grab, you wearing them out to the point where one day they're going to just be like, I quit. This is too much. And you don't even know why. You're like, this is one of my best workers. Why? That's because you want them to take out the garbage. You want them to pick up this. You want them to pull that down. You want them to this. And you don't even realize how you using this person. But sometimes when you good at what you do, it falls short because now you are the go-to person. Mm-hmm. And that's not good for a manager. You shouldn't do that. Hold people accountable because like he was telling me, so this guy over here gets to sit on his phone, but you want me to do my job and his job because you know I'm going to do it because you are who you are and I respect you. I'm going to do it, Miss Grace, but you wrong for that. And I'm like, you right. That day I stopped and I've never done that again. You have to do your job. If this is your job, I expect for you to do it. I'm not getting nobody else. If I need to get somebody else, I need somebody else completely to do the job. That means this job is not for you. What we doing?
Do you feel like we got managers in our families?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like people, have certain people that hold down the forks with the family and, sometimes they call on certain people to get the message across.
And make it happen. Like family union is always like, okay, I know you probably the go-to person in your family. Like, okay, when it's time to have a family reunion, we're going to call Grace because Grace going to get the building. You're going to manage to do everything. So the word is like manage to do anything that's going to happen to make that family union go the way it's supposed to go. I don't know. I don't know. What you think, Keila? Who you think the go-to person is in our family?
You said the go-to, like as far as what, business-wise? Or?
Yeah, like that's going to get it. Like if you need something done, who are you going to depend on in your family that going to get it done? Like if we had to form a family. Who?
Grace Joshua.
Oh, see. Oh, you with me?
Yeah. She's going to get it done. It might take her 2 seconds, but she's going to get it done.
That's only because I want it done right. But, Well, this was a great talk, guys. Thank you so much. Again, Arkila, you were a great guest. We appreciate you. Hope you come back soon. I hope we was just as lovely as we sound over the phone. We are in person as well, so you can come to the studio and, check us out here too. Don't be scared to come and say hi. You can sit at the table with us, we can do the round table and stuff.
Okay. One thing I want to say before I get off of here, I wanted to say if we got to get to 50 subscribers, y'all, so we can actually go live as far as people can call their number.
That's true.
At the time, and we can let them. We can let them know what time we're gonna call them, or they call us, and they could be on live with their questions and talk about it too.
Yeah, that's true. And if you have a question that you want us to chime on, feel free to email us at dray.gracetalk@gmail.com. And we will look at your question and we will call you. If you want us to call you, give us your number. We could call you too. You can be in the conversation with us. But if not, you tell us, no, you don't want us to call, but we will address your question. And we'll give you the truth, how we truly feel about it, I did have another question I wanted to ask y'all about awards. Now, have y'all ever received awards in y'all management profession? Like, have you ever received an outstanding award or anything like that?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of them. My whole dresser full of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I have been recognized through clients and then gave a reward, a gift, a plaque, with my name engraved. So yes, by me being an entrepreneur, it comes that way with me, with society and my clients. So yeah, but I have been rewarded a few times. Yeah.
Well, that's good. See, I didn't want to leave that out because I only surround myself with dynamic people, and I want y'all to know how great they are.
And that word was on my plaque. I wonder who rewarded me with a plaque with dynamic force.
He is a dynamic force. Oh my God. And my sister, you have always been my inspiration to do bigger and better, because since I've known her, you've been working since you was like 15, 16 years old. And since I have grown to know you as an adult, you have always been a manager, so you always been that for me in my eyes, to say, okay, if you're going to do it big. Don't just settle for sitting here doing it peons, because you can do it bigger and better. And that's why I've always tried to, I strive for the best. And that's why I've always go. But I like to start from the bottom and work my way up. I like to do it that way. I don't know. Some people want to come through the door as the boss. I don't. I like to start because I like to tell my people, I've been where you at, so I understand where you coming from, and I can relate to them better, because some people, you never even, it's like, you could put it in black and white, but have you ever came to this line and actually worked it? A lot of people never done that. That's up at the boss. They could tell you, hey, we want you to do this and do that and and they point their finger at you, but they never even came down to see what it really feel like.
Right.
So, and that's why I commend you. You be on the line with your people all the time. I'm like, how you working with them and you the boss? And you be like, cuz it's a team. We a team. And I'm like, well, whatever. Bye. But you get in and get busy with them. And that's what's up, So, thank you.
Sure. Thank you for that compliment. I would have never knew.
She's so irritated. Well, again, thank you guys. I am Grace Joshua, again, with Macaulay Real Estate. If you are looking to buy or sell, call me 219-333-8262. And I am here to serve your buying and selling needs.
And I'm Dre, the barber. If you're in need for hair care services and a good haircut and a good barber, give me a call, 219-771-6666.
All righty.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, I'm Arkila Jordan. I've been in restaurant business once again over 20-some years, but hit me up on Facebook if you need any questions.
That's right. She is the one to go to. She's going to tell you how it is, though. Thank you, America. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we, like my sister said, we need 50 subscriptions so we can go live, baby. And that's what we're trying to do, all right?
And coming soon, my questions. And I want answers. We're going to take it, we're going to take it to the street.
I know that's right. Let's do that.
We're going to take it to the streets and hit up some cats on the streets and get some answers. Don't know what we're going to ask and talk about, but look, we're going to find out. So
let's get it. Is it we getting gangster? What you mean to the streets?
Oh,
let's take it to the streets.
You already know my side. So thank you, God, for allowing me to still be here. Yes. But yeah, we're going to take it to the streets as well.
All right. Well, that is our time. We have to go. We got things we have to do, okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Stay blessed, good people. Bye, America.
Bye-bye.